So you're thinking about moving to Round Rock, Texas, and you want to know which neighborhoods are best for you, but you don't want the cookie cutter, glass half full Chamber of Commerce version. Well, I'm here to give you the honest truth. After 7 years in the industry and having driven almost every neighborhood in Round Rock, being based out of Round Rock, I can give you my honest opinion about the different neighborhoods and what I think about them. So let's talk about the various neighborhoods. I can't go over all of them, obviously, but there's about 5 to 6 I'll share with you. One is that I'm sitting at right now. It's called Forest Ridge. Forest Ridge has great lot sizes. It's a little bit older, not old, but a little bit older, more established neighborhood, but it's got lots of mature trees, lots of green space. Location's great because it's literally center, right near 79, 130, all in downtown. It's sort of got everywhere centrally located. So it's nice in that regards. The roads are wide, the nice sidewalks. It's really a very family-friendly community. I would say it's a really good neighborhood for people who want value and character over shiny and new. Now, right next to, or right across the street, basically from Forest Ridge is Forest Creek. In my opinion, is Forest Creek, I think it's probably one of the nicest, if not the nicest. It's one of the top 2 or 3 neighborhoods in all of Round Rock. What makes it nice? Well, you've got larger homes. They're a little more established, and obviously it comes with a little higher price tag, of course. But it's got really nice tree-lined streets. There's a lot to do, so it's a really great neighborhood. The schools are amazing, obviously. But it's on a great golf course. I actually golfed a few times. It's actually a really nice course. But the homes are they're nicer. Some of them need a little bit of updating, but you get a lot for your money. Like the square foot price in Forest Creek is actually really good. Location, of course, just like Forest Ridge, is great. But if you want a little more upscale neighborhood, you might want to look at the Forest Creek neighborhood for sure. I would say one of the biggest things you have to realize when you're shopping for a neighborhood in any community, but obviously in Round Rock as well, it is location for the community first, right? So is it convenient to your job? Do you work at home, or do you have to travel? And if you have to travel, I've said in other videos, traffic in Round Rock is not great. So you definitely want to factor that in. Then of course, the second part of that is you're always looking at what amenities a subdivision has, and obviously what amenities relative to what you need, right? So if you're a family versus a couple, if you're older and retired versus, say, first home type people, there's a lot of variables that go into it. So it's super important to actually have a conversation and understand that. I meet with people regularly to talk about those things. And so obviously I'd love to have a conversation with you if need be to really iron it out. And if I understand you better, I can help you understand what neighborhoods are going to be best for you. So we're going to drive up and take a look at the Paloma Lake neighborhood right now, which is a great neighborhood for families. I really think it's a great one for families. It's right near Old Settlers Park, which is amazing. If you're not familiar with Old Settlers Park, 640 plus acres, dozens of sports fields, from soccer to baseball to softball to basketball courts, tennis courts, pickleball courts, a huge lake for fishing, miles and miles of trails. So one of Paloma Lake's big draws, on top of being an amazing subdivision, it's well priced, with its own amenities. It has a fishing lake and has miles of trails and volleyball court, all the stuff you possibly need. You're also right next to Old Settlers Park, which really makes that a great place to be if you're a family in particular. And then just across the street from Paloma Lake is Siena. Now Siena sort of straddles Round Rock and Hutto. And so part of Siena is technically Round Rock and part of it is actually Hutto. I will say Siena is a great value play. The downside to Siena is, for some people, and we talked earlier about knowing if you have to commute, etc., it's on the east border, right? Kind of the northeast border, well, technically east border of Round Rock. So if you have to commute into Austin, it's a much farther drive. If you work from home, or if your world is centered around Round Rock or Hutto or Georgetown, then Siena is an amazing place to actually call home for sure. And Siena has a lot of homes. They're newer. It's a newer subdivision, I'm going to say less than 10 years old. Could be a little off on that, but less than 10 years old. And so it's got wide streets. It's got an Olympic-sized swimming pool for the community pool. It's got 3,000 plus square foot amenity center. It's got, green belts and trails and playgrounds for the kids. So there's a lot to offer in Siena for sure. To me, one of the most interesting neighborhoods though in Round Rock is Teravista. And I always think of Teravista as one of the original, like, mega neighborhoods in Round Rock. It's located in the northern part of Round Rock. It's not far from I-35, so it's super convenient in that regard, just off of University. I think, and the thing with Teravista that's interesting is it's got homes that range from, 400,000 up to like 1.4 million. So you've got a huge variety of homes in that neighborhood. It's very self-contained, has its own schools, has an amazing golf course. Like I said, you're minutes from the outlet malls, you're minutes from the main freeway. So whether you work at home or whether you have to commute, it's a really convenient place to live. So homes are very nice. They're, some of them are older. Terra Vista actually straddles the northern, basically Georgetown, part Round Rock. So you get a little bit of both in that regard. So I always think Terra Vista, even though it's been around for quite a while, is a great opportunity for people who are looking for everything, but really want that convenient location so they can get to things like Austin really quickly or Georgetown or whatever they need to get to. Makes a huge difference in that regards. And one last neighborhood I probably wanted to just address real quick is Vista Oaks. And it's actually kind of probably Vista Oaks, Mayfield Ranch. They're in the same area off of 1431, more the northern part of Round Rock. And I would say that, and I just sold a house there recently, so I guess it's fresh on my mind, but it's, those are a good value. Like, it's a great neighborhood. It's a little less frills, right? The homes are a little more established, more mature trees. It's not a newer subdivision by any stretch, but location is phenomenal because 1431 will take you to Cedar Park. It'll take you right into Round Rock, 35, and you get everywhere really quick from there. But it's a nice established neighborhood at a better price point. So if you don't need all the pomp and circumstance and you want a really good value, whether even if you're an investor, that's a great area. Houses in those neighborhoods, the Mayfield Ranch, Vista Oaks, they sell fast for sure. And kind of even in this market, they sell pretty fast if they're priced right. So look, every neighborhood has its thing, right? I mean, it does. Some neighborhoods are all about amenity center. Some neighborhoods are just freaking awesome locations. Some neighborhoods are just, small and quaint. Some are, cute and charming. They all have their own things. What's important is to figure out what neighborhood fits your needs. Is it location? Do you need quick access to go downtown, or do you work from home? Do you have 10 kids and you need like a school in the neighborhood? I'm actually kidding. Unless you have 10 kids, that's fine. But, is it something really family oriented? So understanding your needs. And look, that's what I'm here for. Like, I reach out to me. This is what I do. And let's have a conversation, figure out what your needs are, what your budget is, where the best spot for you is in Round Rock. And then we can kind of proceed from there. So I'm Jeff Miller. It's what I do. I'm with Greater Than Austin Real Estate, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Y'all have a good day.